doing?
Justice. Well, we're doing Batman, right?
No.
What are we doing?
Jasmine and Prince Ali.
Oh.
You know, the thing we went and bought fabric for the other week?
Oh.
We didn't buy all that white fabric so you could be Batman.
No, Batman only works in black and very dark shades of gray. Oh, I'm gonna go change then.
That might be a good idea.
Okay. I'm still Batman.
Okay, of course you are.
Justice. Cue the theme song.
Welcome to this week's cosplay vlog. Last time we went and bought fabric.
We did go to buy fabric. It was a little hot.
We did. And then this week, it hasn't been, like, initially I was like, oh, I'm gonna film one every week. But that's would be kind of redundant at this point because right now it's stuff that's very slow going and very detail based because I'm doing pretty much all the embroidery now. So it would literally just be every week. I embroidered some more. But they're not going to be every week. Like
No,
I
but
thought
slowly but surely we are making progress.
Yeah.
Which is always important.
That's true. Slowly but surely, because we made sure that we padded enough time into our schedule for it. So that's the thing that we thought that we would talk about a little bit today.
Yeah, time management.
Yes. I feel like it's one of those things where if you wait until the week before a con or even the month before a con, depending on how complex whatever you're making is, it's gonna stop being fun because it's gonna be a mad dash, crying race.
Yeah.
And this is we're not saying this like, oh, we're experts, we know this, because
No, I'm not an expert at all.
we still do this. Like when I did Hit Girl, I spent Halloween night sewing and like praying I was gonna get it all done in time because I was gonna be wearing it the next day, so I didn't even go and do anything Halloween-y.
You were a Halloween.
You're a Halloween-y.
My Ash cosplay, the first time I did it, it was so simplistic and there was a bunch of stuff that I didn't get to try out. And then the second time, I added a little bit more, and then just little by little making progress.
Yeah.
Never once was I ever stressed or anything about that because I never worried about it too much.
And that is something to keep in mind, especially if it's not like a costume you're going to be wearing for a competition or something. There's always going to be room for improving it and tweaking it. And maybe next time I'm going to do the wig differently. Next time I'm going to, like I
paint it again.
Yeah, like I've worn Starfire twice now, and the first time I wore it, my boots kept sliding down. And I was like, okay, so then the next time I do it, I'm going to, find a better way to anchor them, and I still haven't found a way that I'm perfectly happy with yet, but I'll get there. But in terms of like planning for a particular costume that you're going to wear to a particular convention, like these we're wearing to Kamikaze. Kamikaze is in the end of October, beginning of November. It's like Halloween weekend. And we started them in August, the beginning of August.
The beginning of August, we
started planning,
drawing out stuff and picking which kind of fabric we might need. This was even before we went fabric shopping. We thought about what kind of fabric we use and all that stuff.
And I think that that's important because you want to have time padded into your cosplay schedule so that it's not a marathon and it's not work and it's not at the point where it's not fun anymore. At least for me, like I come home and I work on the embroidery stuff pretty much every night after work, but I have a full-time job. So some days I come home and all I want to do is sit and watch toddlers and tiaras and eat junk food, and I can't do it. And then sometimes my hand will literally get to the point that I can't embroider for a couple of days because I've just been like marathon stitching. Theoretically, I could get these done in maybe a month or two. I padded an extra month into the amount of time I'm working on them. Now that's partially because I knew I'm doing a lot of embroidery and I'm doing it all by hand and I'm going to add stones and all this stuff. But that's also all stuff that's sort of extra. So like if I didn't have time, I wouldn't necessarily have to do that. Like if I get Jasmine's pants done and I don't have as much time for embroidery as I want, some of it can get either scrapped or simplified, and don't feel wedded to like if I make yours and I don't manage to put all the embroidery I want on it this time, I can add it later.
It's fine.
You
Cut.
You can save things for next time.
So one thing I would do is constantly watch the movie or TV show that I'm working on the So we have the Aladdin 2-disc special edition DVD.
If you could.
Look at all the stuff you can. Fill your head with as much as you can, and kind of get into that character idea mindset. Like when I look at Aladdin, and I watch him as Prince Ali. Something I'm gonna do is just kind of be a little over eccentric with like, I am Prince Ali from Ali Ababa. Princess Jasmine, you look quite lovely today. Not full Gaston, but
which I think means that it'll give me an excuse to just continue my general
judgment,
attitude of not being amused by you.
which she has naturally, which works perfectly.
My wig is on the way. I got a starter wig that I'm gonna enhance, so I'm not gonna have to completely build it from scratch. So you guys will see that when it comes. And because I was so scared to have to do it all from scratch, because I don't do wigs like that. Like I did some styling on Starfire, but it was like I cut the bangs and like I styled the front. But that's not the same as Jasmine's hair, which is.
It's okay. It's all right. You're gonna get it. We're gonna be able to do this together.
Yeah. And then I got. And then I have a jewelry set getting made by Tommy Automail on Etsy. Those should be pretty fun when they come. I'm excited for those.
All of those.
It was really good. That was my birthday. So.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. I can't remember their name. I'm sorry. But somebody asked how long it usually takes for me to put a cosplay together. It depends on what the cosplay is and how involved it is. For this, because I'm making two, because I'm making mine and I'm making his. So it's going to take me probably about 3 months, because this is a lot of hand embroidery and stones and really, really detailed and really, really involved, like to the point that we might be in a competition. We haven't decided. If you think that we should, you should like tell us.
Let us know if you think we should do that.
Because usually I rarely do competitions. They're fun, but like that's not what I cosplay for. But anyway, so it depends on what it is. Starfire, I got done in a little over a week. I also didn't have a job at the time, so that was a good chunk of every day. But Starfire is not that difficult from a construction standpoint. It's a mini skirt and a crop top and covers and so like
it really depends on how much time you have.
I don't know how much time it would have taken if I was just like staying at home and working on it all the time, as opposed to like I come home, I do some work on it, I get up, I go to work, I come home, I do like more on the weekends. And like Hey Girl took me about a month, because Hey Girl, I made that entire moto jacket and all of that from scratch, and all that, like all the detailing and all those lines, I made all of that. So that one took me about a month. I broke like 27 needles. Ash took me a day. It's one of those things, it really depends on the costume for me.
It really does, but if I were to average out cosplaying anime characters, I'm gonna say a month or two.
See, for
because
me,
it's mostly clothes and stuff.
For me, I would always average about a month. Because
but that's what I do 2 months, because I was ever for Eric.
Yeah.
But generally a month.
Like if you come up with something and there's a con in a month, and
it's doable.
And you're really like dedicated and really want to do it, you can. But just either don't expect to have a social life, or hope that you have nerdy friends that'll come over and help you, or that are doing costumes with you. That's the one thing that's really fun about doing group cosplays. Like, even though he's not doing a lot of the sewing, he's at least here for moral support. Oh, keep yawning, sorry. Sure. This is help. This is moral support right here. Well, you're gonna do the turban, right?
I'm gonna help you do the turban. I can do it.
Well, you're gonna help me with that, because I'm gonna need help with that, because I'm still not sure how I'm gonna structure that underneath.
No, because I feel like I'm not contributing at all to this project.
You're not. Well, it's not at a point where you can, but when, like there's some stuff that I need. Like, I know that you don't really sew, but there's some stuff that even you can do. Like, I'll be like, here, pin these two. I'll be like, pin these two things together, or like, like when we get to the point where I have to do gathering, you can do gathering, because gathering is just like you pull on the string and make it tight, and like.
Oh, okay.
You can do stuff like that for me, where it's like it's not sewing, but it's all stuff that's still kind of like grunt work. That if you can do that while I'm doing something else, you know, then that's still being super helpful and that's still helping me get it done more efficiently.
Okay.
So,
Another tip for cosplaying then. Have a buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy help you out. You can blow it up. Do it again.
When did we establish we were going to blow it up?
Just now.
How was I supposed to know that?
Could have just told you. Blow it up.
The moment is gone. So yeah, that's it for this week. And we will talk to you next week. Or not next week, because I just said we're not going to do these every week.
We're not going to do these every week, but we are.
We'll talk to you when I've got more embroidery done. Probably when I'm going to actually start constructing stuff, like when I'm putting pants together.
Well, since the
Stuff
first
like that.
since the first topic on our video was time management and planning, what's your guesstimation of the next time we'll do a video? Which will be when you're done with all the embroidery, so maybe in 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Probably 2, because basically what my thought process is like, when I get all the embroidery done for the pants, I'm gonna put those together, like just so they're done. And I'll probably put your pants together at the same time because they're the same fabric and the same pattern. I'm gonna modify yours a little bit because the way that the pattern is, it hits like here, which is correct for mine, but I want yours to hit up like towards your natural waist a little more.
They need to be a little bit higher.
So I'm gonna add a piece to yours. But like I'm probably gonna construct those at the same time because they're not like super hard to do. It's like 2 pieces with some gathering and some elastic. So
about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks we'll see another video.
About 2 weeks.
And feel free to ask us anything at all. So you working on embroidery?
Yeah, I am. It's the slow but steady work I'm doing at the moment. You know, it's one of those things where it takes a long time because it's something that's so, like, you're making progress in such a small rate, you know, because it's literally, like, I'm doing satin stitch for this, so it's literally, like, I go back over it, and then back over it again, and I'm essentially filling the entire thing out that way. So that's a lot of like surface area to do.
And ideally it's gonna look that one, right?
Well, this one, it looks like distorted because part of it is in the hoop right now, but this is what it's the texture it's gonna be after.
I just want everybody to have a nice picture of your costume that you work so hard on, and that you're working very hard on, Shannon. I just wanted to say I really appreciate all the hard work you've been doing.
Oh, it's not that big a deal.
This is a lot of work for those who don't know, because she's doing this all by hand, so it is a big deal, and Shannon is amazing. Good job.
Thank you. Oh, what, am I supposed to play along with you?
No way. You're only in trouble if you get caught. I'm in trouble.
Gotta eat to live, gotta steal to eat, tell you all about it when I got the time. One jump.
This is what I have to put up with, people.
Gotta use a non-diploma. Okay, so I know what we need.
What do we need?
A tiger.
Where are we gonna get a tiger?
Hey, I'm just the idea guy. You're the plan maker. You're the one who planned all the cosplays.
So I'm supposed to get us a tiger.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna let us bring a tiger into the convention?
Are they gonna stop it? I mean, who's gonna jump in front of a tiger and tell them no? Who's gonna tell a tiger no?
I'm pretty sure they could call, like, the cops or animal control or some shit and get us kicked out, and then we wouldn't be able to go or have fun. And Hinden Welch is gonna be there, so I'm not gonna let you mess that up for me.
I'm a princess.
Made you look.